Week 6, day 5, we have made it. This is our very last day of the Seamless Study, and today we're going to be talking about the books that John wrote. And this is the same John who wrote the Gospel of John. He was a disciple of Jesus, also known as the one that Jesus loved. John was said by some to be Jesus' favorite, and he writes 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, and then the book of Jude that we talked about yesterday is thrown in there, and then Revelation. And then that's the end of the Bible. So 1 John is a book talking to all Christians about how to walk as Jesus walked, how to live as Jesus lives, how he wants us to live. And the second book is, and the first book is 5 chapters, and it's the longest. 2 John is written to a woman, and it's the only letter that we know of that is written to a woman, and it is very short. It's one. I believe it's just one chapter. It is. 2 John is just one chapter long. And it's a short letter, and it can be summed up in walk in truth and love. This is what John is saying. We need to walk in truth and love. And then 3 John is only 15 verses. And this is to John's friend. His name is Gaius. And he is just writing to Gaius to just encourage him to just keep the faith. Now, we're on to Revelation, which is the only book in the whole Bible about prophecy, and it is a very difficult book to read, and scholars debate all kinds of different things about it. It's a little bit difficult to understand, but Angie says that describes it as a prophecy about the end of the world and the new earth. And so I think it's just going to be best if I read to you what she says here, because she articulates this very well and very clearly. So, Revelations in a nutshell. In a series of visions, Jesus shows John several things. John is the one that writes Revelations based on the visions that he's getting from Jesus. He gives glimpses of what will happen in the future. He challenges the suffering believers to remain faithful and clearly portrays the judgment that is to come on the devil and his minions. Jesus Christ will defeat Satan forever, like he's done already. The triumphant Lord will return to earth as he predicted, taking his place on the throne as king for all time. A new heaven and a new earth will descend, and within this kingdom will be the new Jerusalem. There won't be any sadness, any sin, any death, and believers will spend eternity with our Savior. Deep in our bones we long for this place, even if we cannot comprehend it from our present circumstances. As spectacular as the Garden of Eden was, it will pale in comparison to what God has planned for us. The fallen, crooked world will be made right, and none of the brokenness will remain. And so we wait. And then she just sums up the study, and I like the way that she ends this. She says, we've heard about him from the first sentence, and we've loved him without seeing him. We've questioned, prayed, imagined, believed, hoped for, and learned, and yet it's all been a shadow compared to what is to come. So thanks so much for joining us with this study. We've hoped that you have enjoyed it as much as we have.